Cool beans. It looks like we're live now in one, and we are live on the other one as well. Cool. We are now officially live on TikTok and also on YouTube's. And we already got the first person coming in. Say hi for Felix Cats. Hello. Hello. Melina Castro, hello. Rada, hello. Say hi. Say hi. Hello. Hello, guys. Relax, guy. Relax, guy. Relax, guy. There you go. I feel like I can see everything now. Relax, guy. Dana Amel. Dana. Sandy, Missy, Harley, Merkel, Uzagiyama. Oh, gee. Hannah, Rainey, Ryan, 3321, Lexi, Deal, 83. Oh my God, so many numbers. Syrup. So many syrup. KY Mama, Honey Too Pretty, Angela Mama, Mind Over Matter, Brenda Silva. Hello, Lexi. How's it going, Lexi? Who's giving me a like? Thank you so much for like. Oh, hello, Honey Too Pretty. How's it going? How's it going, guys? We are live on TikTok and on YouTube. If you guys want to ask a question, you can always ask a question. Please don't forget to follow. Yeah, I'm good too. I'm good. It's 10 a.m. where I'm at. It's a good time to be alive. Oh my God, it's a good time to be alive. Oh, we got the first question. Am I going to be in a serious relationship soon? That's from Honey Too Pretty. All right, for EB or IB. Am I going to be in a serious relationship soon? Am I going to be in a serious relationship soon? We got the King of Wands. This is a card, the guy that makes the action, you know, the leader. Ibi, are you taking care of yourself right now? What actions are you taking at this moment to take care of yourself? You're looking pretty. You're wearing your perfume. You're looking nice. That's the highest card. That's the highest card in the King of Wands. Well, make sure you take care of yourself, you know, take care of yourself for yourself, not for others. The more you take care of yourself, the more you take care of yourself, the more people will start noticing, and then someone most likely will come towards you. On YouTube, hello there, Coco Star. Um, hello, Slamma. How's it going, guys, on YouTube? Coco Star is asking how, wondering if I'll be able to get my ex pay me what he owes me. Talking to him Monday. We got 6 of Wands. That's the most likely a delay. It looks like a delay. You know, don't try to be don't try to make any vengeance. You know how it goes. And a lot of times they just me. Honey Too Pretty, thank you so much for the rose. Kayla, thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate that. Let's see, Kayla. Did you ask a question, Kayla? No, you did not. Goddess Jasmine, does Corday love me like he says he does? Coco, you're very welcome. Does Corday love me the way he does? I've been in denial. Okay, does Corday loves Jasmine the way he says he does? Question for Jasmine. I got the lovers. The lovers. That's a good sign. That's a card of harmony. You gotta be, confident about the situation also. If you are insecure about it, if you're always insecure about it, guess what? That's gonna show. But also, lovers is harmony. Lovers is, when, or also you can make a choice. But again, don't try to be clingy. Just try to be yourself. Take care of your own energy. Because the more you try to get over that person, like get on that person, the more they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's so clingy. So just just do your own thing, just be confident. That's the best thing you can do. All right, Kayla, she's got her question. She's got priority. Thank you for the gifts. Kayla, will my new lover be more invested in me soon? Hello, Ella Sherman on YouTube. Hello. Oh, we got 2 cards out. Okay, Kayla. We got the 3 of Wands. 2 cards jumped out. We got the 2 cards here. Ace of Swords on reverse, and we got the 3 of Wands also on reverse. So there is a little bit of delay on that situation. Sometimes we gotta like shake, or you probably already know something in your head. You already know something in your head, and you're just most likely ignoring that information that you're receiving. What does my boss think and decide about me? I'm going to call him on Monday about my new contracts. Okay. You might receive some new communication, Salima. That's the Knight of Swords. That's the card of communication, fast communication. Clear communication. I see that as a good thing. You may think that you're very intellectual if that's the case. Swords people are very intelligent, very logical. Last month. So I would say if he's been waiting for that, if you've been waiting for that communication since last month, most likely, hopefully, that's gonna come out soon. But as a knight, so try, or maybe you try to embody the Knight of Swords. Follow up. Want to see also, bosses should know better. I'm going to tell you something. Bosses should know better about following up. So maybe if he's been taking a whole month to come back to, give you an answer, you can always be like, hey, boss, I'm just following up. Use that very same word, follow up. That's corporate language, follow up. I'm just following up on that situation. Do you have any answer, or how is it gonna be? Ask questions. Be inquisitive. Be a knight of swords. Be inquisitive. Go there, ask a question. That's what I would do. Use that corporate lingo. If you work at a corporation, big company, use that corporate lingo. Follow up. That's the best word. Let's see. Narita or wait, what's up? Hold up, guys. Thank you for following and sharing. Thank you so much. All right, we got Narita with Israel going to pursue a romantic relationship with me. Ella, you would like to have a poll as well? Okay, let me just take care of this one here. I got Mustang also. Mustang, thank you so much for the likes. All right, Mustang. Let's get you, Mustang. You're number one right now, Mustang. Three of Swords. That's a heartbreak. Come on, Mustang. Come on, dude. That's a bad card. You might get communication, might not be what you want to hear. That's what I would say off that card. Please, guys, don't forget to follow. If you ask a question, don't forget to follow. Of course, guys, you can ask. Devon, yes, you can ask. All right, one card for Ella. Let's see what we got for Ella. Two cards. Ella, you got the King of Cups. This is someone moody, maybe someone who likes to drink. And you got also the Knight of Pentacles, which is a guy who's like very slow moving. Ella, what do you have going on at this moment? Are you trying to make sure that you don't get with you're trying to move out of some bad emotions a lot? You got a whole lot going on today? Yeah. So this guy here is moody, and this guy is very slow moving, inconsistent. Moody and inconsistent. So I would say if you got craziness going around everywhere, I would say just try to keep yourself grounded as much as you can and do not let your emotions get the best of you. It is most likely not the right time to do so. I mean, it's not to go crazy and not to go, you know what I mean. Haley, thank you for following. Thank you for following. Is Joey cheating on me? Come on, Haley. Yep, no cycle. I want to go cycle every single day, but you know how you know how that goes. Like, oh, I can't. I don't want to go to jail today. All right. For Haley or Heavenly. Heavenly. We got Death on reverse. I would say it's a no. And I would say it's probably a good idea to drop that issue. My mama always used to tell me, if some sort of information needs to get to me, I don't know if it's God, if it's an angel, if it's the devil, the information will get to you. Just sit down and wait. Can I get a card for money? How do you mean, Devin? How do you mean, can you get a card for money? Of course, you're very welcome, Heavenly Angel. Elsa, thank you so much for following. Lil Calico, thank you so much for following. Catherine, did Jason view my Facebook page yesterday? That's a page of cups on reverse. That is someone who's not being very romantic. I would be like a no. I would say like a no. I would say it's a no. Yes, sir, Mustang. That was for you, the heartbreak, unfortunately. On those situations, Mustang, you know, it's the same. It's the same answer I gave Salima earlier. It just you gotta follow up. Some days you gotta follow up. It's like management lingo. Follow up. If they are really hard to get back to you, the best solution, you call once a day. You just take that little moment. It's like, hey, I'm just calling to follow up. But what's going on? What's going on in that situation? Do you have any idea when is that gonna be solved? And you do this every single day, once a day, just once a day, just so they know that your presence is there. And then they're gonna get to the point they're gonna be like, oh, I hate this guy. He's calling again. I better get this checked out and I better solve this. You're very welcome. Mustang, you're very welcome. Shorty, thanks for following. Michael Moore, thanks for following. So Shorty is asking, Alicia, does Ron regret not meeting with me? Does Ron regret not meeting with Alicia? I got the nice, the King of Swords. He's surely thinking about that situation a whole lot. Did you guys have made a decision? That was a cold and sharp decision. No. King of Swords is someone who's making a very cold, logic, sharp decision. Is that person actually consistent with you? I know, James, it will send me straight to hell. I'm the embodiment of hell, sir. Did you know that? I'm just here doing myself, and here you are getting on TikTok just to tell people to go to hell. Oh, who's the devil now, sir? Go to hell. Oh boy. I love it. Elsa, is my husband physically cheating? Sir, I do my own thing. I've gone through hell and back. You don't know about me. So go back to church, do your thing in church, get out of TikTok. I didn't call you here. Elsa, this does not look cool. I don't care, sir. I don't care. Do your thing in church. All right? This is entertainment. That's all. I don't need your warning. You don't pay my bills. Cool beans. Good deal. Yes, have mercy on me. Yes. Mercy. Yeah, I'm the embodiment of evil. Telling people to get out of their toxic relationships. Yes, I'm the embodiment of evil. And I say that looking right straight into the camera so just you can see it. Yes, mocking God is wrong. I'm not mocking God, I'm mocking you. You're not God. Oh. Thomas, will Crystal come over today and spend time with me? All right, let's see, Thomas. Yes, do it. Go, spread my name around. The more you talk about my name, more famous I'll get. Do it. The only reason I don't really mute you, sir, is that you help the algorithm. So, Thomas, will Crystal come over today and spend time with me? I would say it's a yes. Sir, you're still here barking on my chat. I'll be here. I'll keep doing whatever I'm doing. That ain't gonna stop me. Okay? Thomas, that was a yes. Oh boy. Star Angel, how's it going? You want a card? I'll get you a card. Yes, dude. Yeah, the word of God tells us people will believe in the end of the time. Yes. Hallelujah, sir. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. May the Lord open. We got Nine of Pentacles, a Star Angel. Make sure you keep tending to your garden. Make sure you keep tending to the things you value. Be financially responsible. Okay? But that is a very good card. Star Angel on YouTube. Hope you've seen this. That's a really nice card. All right. Get back to my peeps who are actually saying more productive things. Not Reverend James. Funny as hell. I love it. Deborah. Hi there. Will I have my surgery before Christmas or January? Guys, please don't forget to follow and subscribe. That's a two of Pentacles, Deborah. That's an inconclusive. I would say that's a no. Do not count on that. Just let, exactly, ask God and He knows what is best. See, Reverend James is helping me on that one. Thank you so much, James. You really, God, y'all love some drama, don't you? I'm loving some drama. I love drama. I'll give you the attention, James. Here, James. You got the Seven of Swords, James. James, you need to come clean with God. Get out of TikTok. Go find something better to do. Okay? Because being on my chat is not going to make you any better. Okay? Have a good day. You got the seven here. Seven of Swords. That's a really bad card. That's a card of sneaky people. Sneaky people doing things that they know it's morally wrong, but they keep doing it and they use God right behind them just to say so. Because God said, God said. Michelle, will Josh make me move to be with me? All right, card for Michelle. We got Seven of Wands on reverse. There should be some sort of surrendering. That's a card of surrendering. Do not be on the defensive. Just let things flow as it should be. If it's for the best of the two of you, it will happen naturally. Just surrender to the process. If it's not happening, then it's just simply not meant for you. If it's toxic, as I tell a whole lot of people, if you're in a relationship and if it's toxic, if it's someone who does not take care of you, if it's someone who does not call on you, check on you, then just let them go. You are very welcome. Deborah, you're very welcome. Natalie, is Gary attracted to me? You got Justice card, Natalie. I would say that's a yes. Just make sure you keep that situation balanced. Justice is all about balance. Aha. All right, looks like it slowed down. Michelle, thank you so much for the gifts. I really appreciate that. Boy. Got Renee. Who else is popping up here? Love Jones, Gun Job. Riley. Baby Cakes. Amanda Okendo. Hi, how's it going? Baby Cakes, thank you so much for the likes and thank you for following. Nilia. Zai, thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate that. Nilia, does Jason wants to reconcile? Let's see. That's a 10 of Pentacles. If you guys did end up in a very bad ending, I would say that's a no. But you guys probably know better how the situation went through. You know what I mean? Just remember, when people go away, they go away for a reason. If a relationship didn't work out as it was supposed to, it didn't work for a reason. Just let people go. Take care of yourself. Be pretty. Look pretty. Don't look pretty for others. Look pretty for yourself. You are very welcome. Zariah, does Illyr secretly have feelings for me? Oh, that's cute. Do you hope not? They got a page of pentacles. That's something concrete. Oh man. Look at how the page of pentacles is looking at that pentacle. Look at that. That's funny as hell. Sorry, man. You asked. You asked. You told me to pull a card for you. I just did, and I'm just saying what I see on the card. Oh boy. That's hilarious. Well, you will probably have feelings in the future if you want to. You don't necessarily need to. I mean, you reciprocate if you want to. You know what I mean? Anime, thank you so much for following. Anime, you just want a card? You just want to pull a card? You're very welcome. All right, a card for anime. What anime needs to know? What anime needs to know? What anime needs to know? Please, guys, don't forget to follow and subscribe, all the good stuff. J. Francesco, thank you so much for following. And guys, thank you so much for the gifts. All right, anime. We got the moon on reverse. Let go of fears. Trust your intuition. Okay. Whatever intuition is telling you at this moment, things that you should do, how you should treat yourself, how you treat others, you know, be sensitive with yourself. Let go of fear. Jay. Hello, Jay. Will the conversation with Crystal go well this weekend? Anime, thank you. And you're very welcome. Thank you for stopping by. All right, card for Jay. Will the conversation with Crystal go well this weekend? So you got the Four of Wands. That's the card of family. That's on reverse. So that I hate like giving like bad news about that kind of stuff, but I would tell yourself, I would tell you, just be. Let me look at this card to see what I see. Go easy on it. See, there's a little fairy over here. There's a little fairy. Go easy. Be sensitive about it. Just go easy. If it ain't what you want, if it doesn't happen the way you want, don't get, off track. Don't do it. There you go. That's better. Let's see, Lashandra. Is Shakia Simpson in love with me? No, wait. Is Shaquilla Simpson in love with the third party? Yeah, I was looking rough, Jay. Just go without expectations. That's how I like to act also. Sometimes like I usually like to go into certain situations without a whole lot of expectations. And then if it doesn't go the way I wanted, the way I decided, I just try to understand that it was just not meant to be. It was just not supposed to be there, Alessandra, this one looks like it's a no. The coin is pointing down. You're very welcome. Guys, please, this is entertainment only. Make sure you are very, you take care of your own lives, you make good decisions. Don't be taking bad decisions just because somebody pulled a card for you on the internet. Okay? I'm just here to give you some sort of guidance and, open your horizons. Just be like, oh, somebody told me on the internet. No, you make a good assessment. This I'm just showing up with a mirror so you guys can see it yourselves and think about it. So I get people telling me I'm the devil, but here I am just showing the mirror to everybody. That's all I'm doing. God, I love doing this. I actually enjoy doing this. It's quite fun. Who else? Who else? Who else? We got more questions, guys. More questions. Otherwise, I'm gonna go pick up some coffee. Lashandra, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ignacio joined. Oh, wow. Shelly joined as well. Lynn, hello, Lynn. Strawberry Cave. Lashandra. Will Lashandra move to a house soon? Will Lashandra move into a house? Oh, maybe. No, not that one. Okay. Okay. We got the Knight of Swords. That was on a reverse, though. Knight of Swords is usually the card of nightmares, mental anguish. On reverse, I will tell you like this is meant to end at some point. Yes. Now I would ask if I was you, I would ask myself what moves should I make just so that I can manifest that. Should you ask people around, or maybe a different job, or maybe there are many things. Or maybe a new partnership. Candy, how is my ex? Yeah, keep that in mind. Just it shows like it got a Nine of Swords on reverse. Nine of Swords is the mental anguish. It's something that's very uncomfortable, but that's on reverse. So it is meant that will soon end. It's temporary, but you gotta find ways on how you're gonna manifest that. Who are you gonna ask, and how you're gonna move out of that situation. Take some action. Stop thinking about it and take some action. Swords are all thinking. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right, Candy, how is my ex Christian thinking about me, feeling about me? Oh boy, that one went far. I don't think your ex likes you at this point. The card are like gonna make me get to the floor. Oh, whew. Okay. Got Eight of Cups on. Ooh, there you go. Eight of Cups on reverse. I wouldn't say that's a good card. That's Eight of Cups is a card of leaving for a better situation. Um, Eight of Cups, like you see, like somebody just sitting, contemplating, going up to the mountain. Maybe he wants to stay around. Now you gotta ask yourself, well, what do you want to do about that? Have you checked on him? If you still feel like coming back to him, or have you asked yourself why is he the ex at the moment? You know, Jan, he told you to stop talking with him after he broke no contacts. Oh, he's the one who broke no contact with you. Is that right? So let me see if I understand. You guys were at no contacts. And then he reached out to you and told you to stop talking to him. Oh, he's just looking for some drama. He just wants to make you go after him. Oh, come on. You see the inconsistency over there? You see it. Come on. That's very inconsistent. That's shady. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If he calls you and tells you that to you stop talking to him, it makes no sense. And if he's an ex, if he's an ex for a reason. The same. All right. Alicia Morales. Will there be a reconciliation? Let's see. Seven of Cups. That's a very ugly card. That's the card of illusions. There is a skull sitting right by its hand over there. I would say assess the situation and think of how many possibilities that can happen in the situation and ask yourself, why is that guy holding a mask and a skull in there? What do you see? I would say like, yeah, it came up right. I would say yes, but then it's a card of illusions, maybe deception. Yeah, that's a card of illusions. That's a card of deception, you see? Is somebody holding a mask? See somebody holding a mask and a skull. Ask yourself, is that really a good idea to have a reconciliation? It may not necessarily be that the person is playing around. It may not be necessarily that they're playing around, but just imagine yourself. Are you playing yourself by coming back? I can't tell you about your situation with a single card. I'm just pulling a single random card out of a deck, okay? But I can tell you for sure by looking at that card, is that really what you want? Do you have other options? Can you live past that situation? You know what I mean? I'm just here to give you practical advice. I'm not here to read, future, blah, 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 blah. Like, I will give you the practical advice. If I was like your bestie, I would be like, hey, it's an ex. Is it a good idea to come back? If you guys split up, was it through a good reason or was it for stupid stuff? What was it about? You know what I mean? There's plenty of men out there. Plenty of men out there. Plenty of men out there. God, I'm awful. Oh, oh. All right. Bree, will Victor change his way after we meet? Brianna, what do you mean? Will Victor change his way after you meet? What you mean about that, girl? He's being nonchalant. Oh, girl. All right, I'll pull a card for you. For you, what you telling me? I'm just pulling the mirror. Queen of Wands. This is someone insecure. Someone who does not take action. Someone really full of ego. That's a Queen of Wands on reverse for you. I would say he ain't changing no way. Someone insecure, full of ego, as you just said it, which is funny as hell, because that's a card of the egoistic. The ones are usually the egoistic ones. They only think about themselves. And you got it on reverse. Sadie Gold. Will Henry reach out to Sadie soon? Should I? Oh, should I? Sorry. Should I? Love it. It's got a flair to it. Should I? Will Henry reach out or should I? Six of Pentacles. Is he not reaching out enough? Should I? Straight from stray. Are you on house arrest? It really depends. Depends what you call and what you consider house arrest. You know, really depends. Do I like self-worth? I can pull a card. Let's see. Does straight from stray lack self-worth? Must you fake it? Oh, see, that's a hermit. That's a very, very intelligent person who is very introspective and gets back inside because he wants to, not because he needs to. I'm not faking nothing. Yes, I'm searching for an identity. Oh my God. You feeling better now? You feeling better? Did that make your day feel a little bit better? No, you don't have to fake it. No, that's good. Good for you. Does that make you feel good? Yeah. Getting out of your way to try to offend somebody, does that make you feel good? You trying to make me feel bad about something? That tells more about you than it tells about me. And I said that looking at the camera. No, actually, no. Mm-mm. You know why do I keep letting you talk though? Because the more you talk, you actually help me. Dude, are you just doing that right now? Does that make you feel good? See straight? Yeah. Well, open up your own damn channel and then you can do it, help people so they can see straight. Okay. And you're still here. Who's wasting their time, me or you? I'm here because I want to. Oh, okay. Well, good. Cheers. He's the guy. He should be on his own live, but instead he's over here. There you go, guy. Congrats. Helping me out. Push the algo for me. Keep commenting. We got Dreamcatcher. Noel Lesher. Nobody wants a phony. Nobody wants a phony. And here I am on somebody else's channel trying to get attention. Nobody wants a phony. Nobody wants a phony. Herder. I gotta tell people, I gotta put other people down so I can feel better about myself. Herder. Dude. And actually, you're my top one here. Jesus. Look at that. How do I look at myself in the mirror? I get up, I go to the bathroom or to my bedroom, and then I look in the mirror with my feet, Just get up, walk, stay in front of the mirror. Also, we can look right in front of the camera. I have a little screen over here. I can see myself. You see that? Are you feeling better now? The mirror never lies. Exactly. Would you like a card? Good morning, little. How's it going? Oh, we also got Sassy Stacy. Oh, damn. Keith Miles 22. Yes, find self-respect. Did you hear that, guys? From straight from straight. Find self-respect. Look at you. I'm looking at me right at the screen, right over here. I'll keep letting you talk, Baba, because you're actually helping me. All right, will Claudel and Gary relationship work out? Will Claudel and Gary relationship work out? Oh my God. Will Claudel and Gary relationship work out? Okay, we got Magician. That's a card of manifestation. You do have all the tools necessary to make that relationship work out. However, you also got a card of the Ace of Wands, which indicates lack of action. So you should most likely ask yourself, am I taking the right action to make this relationship work? So ask yourself about that. You know, you got the Magician. The Magician is a great card. It's a card that you can do whatever you need to do. But are you taking the very best decisions? You taking the best actions to actually make that happen? All right, Judy. Hi, Judy from YouTube. Let's get a card for you, Judy. Claudel, let me just pick a card really quick for a second person, and I'll just come back to you, okay? You got Five of Cups. Judy on YouTube, you got Five of Cups. That's a card of grief. You know, crying over the spilled milk. But if you look closely, he's crying over those three cups down here. But in the very back, you got two other cups sitting behind it. And he's not noticing it because he's directly looking at those guys down here. Have gotten through a situation where you maybe feel hopeless or feel like you lost something, but you can't get your mind out of it, that you're forgetting the other things that you still have present with you? Yeah, you might want to take a look into that. You know, we just sit, we cry about that situation. You're very welcome. We sit, we cry about that situation, and that is completely okay. We all go through something, we all lose things throughout the way, but it is important to also look at what you still have at this very moment, um, and how can you still use those other two cups to bring you some sort of happiness. So let's say you lost somebody, you may not have that person with you anymore, but you still have a house, you still have a job, you still have a family, whatever that may be. um, I mean, I don't know if I'm hitting all the right spots over here. I'm just giving you an example, a personal experience. Um, but you know, it's that saying, life goes on. We gain things, we lose things, but if we keep looking back, it's just gonna bring you down to depression, and you don't want that. Okay, I hope this is a good message for you. I hope that's gonna bring you some sort of light. Okay. Good morning, Brandon. How's it going? Baby girl 97. Thank you so much for following. Uh Claudel, by that situation, again, it's it's complicated. If they are on their feelings, have they done something wrong to you? If they done something wrong to you, um, have they apologized about it? Have you guys gotten into a conversation of, All right. Melanie, will I marry Brendan H? He listens to his friend. Yeah, Claudel, if now you gotta think about it. If he's listening to his friend, then his friends are making the decision. He's most likely a very grown man, and he chooses to listen to his friend and not listen to what is right in front of him. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, people, we're free to have friends, all in all. But at least in my opinion, at least what I do for myself, I take an assessment with what I have with my partner, um, and what is right in front of me. So if they are not making a decision to come back, that's their choice. If they feel bad about it, but they still listen to their friends, that's their choice. Melanie, will I marry with Brendan? We got the Four of Swords. Melanie, that would be like you know, that's a no. I hate doing that stuff because I don't like crashing people's dreams. But this is not definitive, Melanie. Ask yourself if that's the case. If you want to get together with that person forever and get married and all that good stuff, um, what can you do? What can you do to improve that situation? Yeah, just call that out. I would just like let the situation go. I'm gonna ask you, does that bring you any satisfaction at this moment? Why is that person living rent free in your head? Why don't you use that energy instead of thinking about him to think about yourself, look pretty in the mirror, you know, get a mani patty, go to the salon, put on some perfume. That's what I would do. Is he a great man? Okay, yeah, as long as he's a great man and he actually wants to get back together and you guys are in good, you guys are in good standards. But ask yourself if you want that man back that much. is Brandon still there? Nope, Brandon's not there no more. Brandon is gone. All right, Allie, let's. Oh, Brandon, you still there, Brandon? All right, cool. I'll get you a card, man. Sorry. I'll get you a card. All right, you just want a card? I'll get you a card. Something you need to hear? Ooh, that one flew far away. Five of Wands, that's the card of discussions, card of, you see a bunch of little guys over there. It may be many different ideas or motivations. Everybody's trying to talk at the very same time. Shoot, the focus ain't changing. Oh, I see now what's the problem. Hold on. There you go. You see the guys here? Everybody just looking at each other. Everybody trying to hit each other. It's almost like altercation, but just try to, if somebody tries to trigger you, just try to say something to you, just to put you off your feet. You might just not want to entertain it. Sometimes people just say things just to get a reaction, and that makes them feel good about it. So watch out for that kind of stuff, and don't give in to it. Ganja, how's it going? I will pull a card for you, Ganja. Yeah, let's see. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I think it's time to move on from this deck. Corey Smith, thank you so much for following and sharing. I really appreciate that. All right, Gunja, we got Knight of Wands on reverse. That's a card of burnout. That is a card of inconsistent movement, inconsistent action. Is there something? Are you feeling burnt out about something? Are you feeling, you can't get started on something? You might want to check out on what may be the cause of the problem, what may be causing that. It may be thoughts, it may be a certain situation, but find out why you feel like you can't get that motivation, or like just imagine yourself, like I'll give you an example like of this situation over here, right? I'm over here on TikTok, YouTube, and all that good stuff, but there are 500 different aspects of running a live, right? And sending videos and doing all that stuff. Just try to be, instead of being burnt out about all of the wants and all of the doings, it might be that time for you to actually stop, think, assess all of the steps that you have going on, and then prioritize the biggest problem at the moment, just so you can get that burnout out of the way. Does that make sense? Okay. Corey Smith, thank you for sharing the live, and hello. Ganja, I want to know if I can get pregnant in my current cycle. Okay, let's ask. You got judgment card. Got judgment. Make a judgment call about that. One thing, gosh. One thing I'm gonna say about trying to get pregnant and whatnot, everybody knows how to get pregnant. Everybody's in. I hope most people in this life are adults and they know very well what to do to get pregnant, right? But ask yourself also making a judgment call on what else is needed around besides the action. So do you need a good house to receive a baby? Do you need a good income to receive a baby? Do you need a good family, a good structure? Is mom and dad actually, you know, in line? Do both of them agree? You know what I mean? Oh my God, Corey Smith. Is my wife Tamisha? You're very welcome, Ganja. You're very welcome. Is my wife Tamisha sleeping with her coworker? Come on, guys. Stop trying to make me the home wrecker over here. Come on. I'll pull a card though, just because you followed. You got the hangman. Oh boy. Come on, I don't want to be the home wrecker. Why? How do you want me to say that to you? I will tell you by the hangman, it is maybe time to wait. You see the guy here. He's hanging by the tree. He put himself over there. He put himself over there. Um, I would say wait. You can get out of that tree for sure. And I'll tell you the very same thing as my mama likes to tell me, or she always tells me. If you need to know about something, if you need to know about something, it's gonna come right to you, and especially if you're not deserving of it, you will know. Lunar Academy. Can I get a pull for a daily message from my guide? Yeah, let's see. Five of Swords on reverse. Do not give in to provocations from others. Try to not get yourself into battles. Try to not get yourself into other people's, anguish. Yeah, exactly, Corey. It's literally just like that. If you're not deserving of the situation, it comes right straight to your ears or right straight to your eyes. It does not matter. When you need to see something, it will show up. I'm even like I'm getting the goosebumps over here because I know very well how that works. Yeah, you see, but I cannot. Now you got to understand my point of view, okay? I cannot have the face to come over here and tell you, yeah, avoid the drama llama. Exactly. Well, yeah, I cannot come over here and tell you that, like, I don't live with you guys. I don't see things happening. I just read and just give some sort of guidance from what's on the card. You know what I mean? So in your case, it was the hangman. The hangman put himself over there. Now you gotta wait, see what's gonna happen. If it's really meant to be that way, then you will surely know about it. Whew. Jeremy, thank you so much for following. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Jeremy, can I trust my two brothers to not let my inheritance get taken from me? That. Oh, thank you, Koi. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just look at the card and I just say what I see on the card, and you guys gotta take it how it resonates. Um, but Ten of Cups. Jeremy, you got the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups says a card of family, a card of happiness, card of people who will take care of each other. No, you're good, man. You're good. Koi, you're good. You're good. I just say that because it's common that people ask that kind of stuff. Um, but Jeremy, yeah, this is a card of family. They take care of each other. Of course, no problem. Hello, Deepika Sharma on YouTube. Hello, hello. How's it going? Of course, you as well, Koi. Thank you for following. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate that. I'm doing very well. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Anania, or is it Anya? Will R be contacting me soon? Let's see. You got the sun. That's a good card. Hopefully. Hopefully soon. Thank you for sharing the live, guys. Thank you. Brittany, should I give up on Johnny? Should Brittany give up on Johnny? All right, one more. Oof. All right, Brittany. You got the two of swords. You see the little lady sitting over here. Um, you know, she's blindfolded. She got two swords. She got to make a decision. You probably know the answer. You very much probably know the answer. You just blindfolded. You can pull up that blindfold anytime you want. Ask yourself, how did Johnny treated you throughout the whole time? How do you guys get together properly throughout the whole time? Do some measuring. Measure both sides here. You see, you measure both sides. Is that something worth it or not? Was that someone who actually took care of you? That's what I can get for you out of that card. On YouTube, I am in a no contact situation, and if he will come back for Deepika Sharma, yep, on YouTube. All right, let's see. This deck is almost over, guys. All right, we got the Six of Swords on YouTube. Deepika Sharma, 1658. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is usually leaving for better. Water is leaving for a better situation. Um, I would say he already left. I don't think they will be coming back. What I would tell you for sure is that you see all of those swords. So they represent the mind. This may also signal that you are staying into a situation, into some sort of anguish. That's your mind here. You see, that may mean that you're not leaving this situation in particular. Let people go. I always tell everybody, they went, let people go. Let them decide if they want to come back, if they're really that interested, if they really value you as a person. They will either apologize, they will come back, they will apologize, they will do what they have to do, and they will get it right and straight with the situation. So I would say that was a negative card, you know, but I can only give you some sort of advice. I cannot, you make the decision into staying in that situation or moving on. That signals that maybe you are not moving on. All right. If it's meant for you, they will come back. Just go, just do your thing, just move on, get ready, look in the mirror, you know. Thank you so much for the rose. Al, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you. Of course, you can get a question. Just go ahead. I'll get back to you here shortly. Actually, since you sent me a gift, I will get to your question right away. Ha! Penny, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate that. All right, Jessica, are you still here, Jessica? L is asking, how will my day go today if I choose to go live? Oh, look at that. Let's see. See, I love those detailed questions. Look at that. Oh, all right. All right, I got. Oh my God. We got the Ten of Swords on reverse, man. Ten of Swords on reverse. But hey, you gotta tell yourself, like, yeah, at least it's not this. It's not on the upright. It's on the reverse. I know. It's usually a bad card, but it's when on the reverse. It just indicates, um, you know, the yeah, it's good. It just indicates that the worst of the situation is actually gone. It's moving out of it. So just imagine it as you've already got passed through the biggest fears um, of going live. You're going past the part of the judgment, well, how people are going to judge you, which is something that I think we all go through when we decide to be out here in the public, doing this kind of stuff. So I hope that resonates. Of course. You're very welcome. Penny, thank you so much for the chili. I really appreciate you. If you have a question, please do not hesitate. Going through a lot. Can you tell me what may be going on? Penny's going through a lot. Let's see, Penny. All right, we got for you the Nine of Wands. That's if it wasn't upright, that will be keep pushing. Um, on the reverse, it's almost like surrender. It's a call to surrender. I will tell you this. Things happen to us. I mean, things do not happen to us. Things happen for us. So just try to understand the things you can control and the things you cannot control. You pick and choose how you react to the things that are happening around you, but you do not have control of everything. So that's how I get the part of surrender out of this card. Okay. Yeah, a whole lot is going on. The house may be burning down, but what can you save at this moment? Can you still at least save yourself out of the situation? Can you make a judgment call on how can you move forward? But you cannot control everything. Sometimes you gotta let things burn, and you gotta make a decision on what you're gonna keep at this very moment. I hope that resonates. It's marriage related. Yeah. Sometimes, the house starts burning down because something was burning already for a very long time ago and we did not notice or we did not want to see if it's already burning. Then but you cannot control everything. Once the house is on, yeah, once the house is on, then on fire, then there's not much you can do besides letting it burn. You gotta go through maybe that grief. You gotta maybe go through whatever you gotta go through. Um, Not giving up, no, not necessarily, no. I cannot tell you to give up. That is a decision you gotta make. But you gotta understand that you cannot control everything. Not everything is upon your hands. It is also on the other person's hands. Two people don't get together, you only have a fight if two are willing to fight. You only get together if two are willing to get together. Does that make sense to you? So it does not depend only on you. It also depends on the other person. Do you have a Juliet? Thank you. Hello, hello. I'm doing well. How are you today? Yeah. You feel like it, Penny. You feel like it's time to move on. I cannot make that assessment for you. I have not lived with the person for 30 years. You cannot necessarily just take a random person on the internet pulling a card to tell you what to do. Okay, I'm gonna give you this very realistic assessment. Um, but my word is that I hope that you get the clarity you need out of this conversation. Okay, that you do not have the control of everything. If the house has already burned down, it's what do you still have? Does the other person still want to work that out together? Okay. All right. Mariama Kamara. Does Kojo like me? I hope you're still there. I don't know if you're still there. Let's see. Yeah, if the other person doesn't want to work it out, then it's unfortunately, something that we gotta go through, and it's Mariama, are you still there? Anthony, thank you so much for following. Make sure if you like to have a question, please do not forget to do so. They have a Juliet. I am doing great. I hope you're doing great as well. Yeah. If you have a question, you're so free to ask. Okay, don't hesitate. Anthony, does Renee want me back? Does Renee want me back? Does Renee wants Anthony back? Three of Pentacles. All right, Anthony. That's the three of pentacles. That's the card of working together, teamwork, building something. I would say yes, but I would also say three is, you know, uh, have you checked on them if they actually want to work together? Anthony, Dressy, thank you so much for following. Destiny, has Hunter moved on from us? How are you doing, Destiny? We got the Hierophant. You've been better. Okay, so that wouldn't be like a yes or no question. It's really hard to give a yes or no question on that, especially with this card. This card is a card of marriage, card of structure, card of church, card of family. Ask yourself, how's your structure at this very moment? How's your structure? You've been checking on family, you've been checking on your friends if you're not doing very well with that situation. Don't be going after people. You've been isolated. Well, that's a Hierophant for you. Maybe you need some structure at this moment. Don't get too isolated. That might bring you down to depression. And I will tell you, as someone who lives with depression, look at that. Um, I go through my, ups and downs plenty of times. But yeah, for your personal self and life, check on your structures, family, friends, church, job, corporate job. Put your mind into something so you don't get isolated, you don't get depressed. Juliet, let's see. My relationship with my boyfriend Alex is not going quite good. I want to know his feelings. All right, I'll pull a card for you. Weird. Julia, you got two cards that fell off. You got the High Priestess. That's a card of intuition. The occult. It probably means that your intuition is already telling you what the situation is. And you also got the Queen of Swords. She's a truth teller. She is, very logical. Very logical. So if I was you, I don't know your boyfriend. I don't know your boyfriend, but Are you telling yourself the truth? Are you seeing the things as they are? Take a logical assessment. See things as they are. Is it going weird? Yeah. So this might be a call that one, trust your intuition. Number two, see things as they are. You know, that's a truth speaker, and that's the witch, the intuition lady. You know, my tarot is the logical tarot, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't be like, oh, you're gonna get new love tomorrow. I don't say that kind of stuff to people. I like to make you guys think, and I'll pull a card. I will say what I see on the card, and I would much rather make you think and make that assessment, because my point of view is completely different from your point of view of things. I am not there to see it. You got it? Cool. I'm glad you did. That makes me feel really good, though. Really. I really appreciate you guys actually taking the time to assess and understand. Karen, thank you so much for following. Of course, Juliet, you're very welcome. Karen is asking, does Anna like me romantically? Ooh. Oh, I got two cards. Oh, three cards. Oh my God. Karen, you got three cards all at once. What the hell? I don't know. Karen, I would say that's the devil in reverse. That's getting out of obsessions. Please do not be obsessed about the situation. This indicates that you're gonna have movement over here, the chariot. But I don't think it's really romantic, though. I say I don't think it's romantic due to the devil and the Six of Cups in reverse. There's no nostalgia, no butterfly on your belly feelings. I don't know if it's romantically. No, I don't think so. It does not give me the vibe. Brianna. Osvaldo, tell my brother we are talking. Destiny, look, if you have already, you guys blocked each other, um, I would just say, take care of yourself. As I tell everybody, go have a mani patty. Go have a mani patty. Go out with friends. Put on some perfume. Even to stay inside the house, I like to wear my cologne, my perfume, whatever. Even when I am inside the house, because that does change how I perceive things. Sense of smell. So I would tell you, just work on yourself more. Brianna, this is like you got an 8 off Pentacles. That's a card of work. That's a positive card, something that's building up. If you guys been building up something, you know, maybe that means that you guys trust each other a little bit more. If that's the case, also, if that's not the case, maybe you guys should be meeting, building a better relationship, a more concrete thing where you guys actually trust each other and you guys get into an actual agreement. You know what I mean? Cadence Davis, thank you so much for following. Should I take my axe back for Cadence? Eight of Swords. That's the card of the Prisoner. Cadence, I don't know how your relationship is, but that's the card of the Prisoner. Take that as it resonates. Was it a good relationship for you guys? Did you guys, or did it bring you a whole lot of anguish? Was it? Was it a good relationship? If it was a good relationship and you think it's a good idea, yeah, that's cool. If I'm asking yes or no on this would say yes. But if I look at the card is the Prisoner card. His dad, there was a problem. Maybe you got. And now that tells me about the Prisoner, huh? And now it tells me what the Prisoner is about, huh? Oh boy. I don't know. You guys got to make that assessment. Is that something now you got to ask yourself? Is that something you want to live with, or you're gonna have to put up with for a very long time, or not? You know, I'm not telling if you should do it or not. This is just the card that showed up. You make the assessment. You guys got to be responsible for your own actions, okay? Smiles, thank you so much for following. That is Clara. Clara is asking, will Liam and Clara marry in the future? Will Liam and Clara marry in the future? We got the Four of Cups. On reverse. I would say it's a yes. I would say it's a yes. That's a card of coming out of apathy, actually being interested in something or somebody. That may be a good sign. Just make sure you take the right steps. You guys take care of each other, Clara. You're very welcome. Take the right steps. Take care of each other. You know, be respectful with each other. Respect each other's boundaries. That good stuff, you know. I hope it resonates. All right, I'm gonna move on from this deck. I'm gonna put this deck away now. Justin, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate you. If you'd like to ask a question, please feel free to do so. Justin is asking, will Amy and I get together? Will Amy and I get back together? All right, hold up. See. All right. Got judgment on reverse. That will be a no. If I would ask if it's a yes or no, that will be a no. As a judgment card, I would tell you make a judgment call. If you have been given signals about the situation, this may be repeating itself. And you probably know the answer. Yeah, was it a bad breakup? Yeah, man. It's when it's a bad breakup, it's really complicated. It's you know, take care of yourself, and if it's meant to be back, if it's meant to actually, if this person is meant to be back to you, they will come back. But in the meantime, after 10 years, it's really complicated. And if it's a bad breakup, um, it's complicated. Here, do you see us talking or closure? I would say see things through a different perspective. All right. It's the card of waiting, the card of, staying upside down and seeing things through a different perspective. That was for Justin. But by that card, I would say that's a no, you know? Hi, folks. Let's see. Angel Eyes. Will he regret letting me go? Oh, Shilia, since you follow, I will give you priority. Let's see here. Oh. So you got the Magician. You should be able to manifest that situation. As a magician, I would also give you the word that how can you make that situation manifest itself a little bit faster? Do you have to talk to the right people? Do you have to call someone? Thank you so much for the gifts. But yeah, Shilia. If you need to get the information, are you necessarily just waiting? Can you actually go find that out? But you should be able to manifest that before Christmas. Let's see who else. Lily, does Brandon feel any regret in the relationship? We are in no contacts. That's the Nine of Cups. That's a happiness card. Why y'all keep asking me those hard questions, dude? Somebody happy. Somebody's sitting happy in here. Or maybe that's, check on your friends, your connections. Run an eye. Should I wait for A? You got Six of Cups. That's a sense of nostalgia. Run a night. That could be a yes, but that could be also, are you trying to romanticize the past? That's a card of nostalgia. Yeah. That's a card of nostalgia. Are you romanticizing the past? It might be comfortable for you, yeah. If you're hoping for that, don't forget to take care of yourself, though. Justin's asking, do you think she's with somebody else? Someone else? I don't think so. That's the Three of Pentacles. That on the upright, there will be a card with teamwork, seeing other people. But that would be a no. I would say that's a no. She's probably trying to work on their own things. I'm just reading the card, man. There ain't no magic here. There ain't no magic. I'm just reading the card. I'm just making you think and assess the situation. I am no god. I am no, I'm just a guy. Nobody can get a hold of her. Yeah. Okay. It makes sense then. Yeah. She might be isolating herself. And I will tell you something. Sometimes we do isolate ourselves because we just don't want to hear what people have to say to us, and we need some silence in our minds. Sometimes we are in this mental cage, which is also a big old problem. Um, the only thing really you can do is hope for the best, hope that they don't do anything bad to themselves, and just wait it out until the wound is healed and you know we get to digest the situation how we need to digest it. You know. Tina Mom, thank you so much for following. Tina, if you would like to ask a question, please make sure to do so. Mona Lee, will I return to my job in January? Mona Lee, this is a card of strategy or either sneakiness. If I would ask a yes or no question, this is upright. Yeah, that would be a yes. Um, but since it's a card of sneaky, cutting corners, being strategic about it, that may be a yes. But if you're looking, you should probably also look for other forms of income or other types of job, if that makes sense. There, I would say yes, there is a possibility. Yes, there you got a possibility, but do not be counting on it. Have a plan B on the just have a plan B. Don't be counting on only one thing. You're very welcome, Mana. Um, Angel Eyes. Will he ever reach out to me again? Justin, I'll get to you shortly, man. Hold up. Angel Eyes, you got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is, the offer or maybe the apology. It's something really small. It's nothing too big. There may be a possibility of yes. Justin, when we I think we got the Hanged Man as your card. We got the Hanged Man for you, and that card represents just staying still. Um, so you don't necessarily move on, or you don't, and also you don't try to fix things. It's the card of staying still, like you just on that situation that you have in front of you, on that situation you got in front of you, you sit, you wait, and then you wait until the other person takes some sort of action um, towards it, if they take some sort of action. In the meantime, you do have many other aspects on your life. So I would say you got self care, you got family, you got friends, you got job. Take care of all of that stuff. Put your focus into all that stuff. I'm not telling you to move on. You can still like that person. I hope that one day they will come back and you're going to have open arms for them. But you got to let them heal from the situation. You got to let them figure it out, the situation themselves, just so they can figure it out. And then you take care of other things. If they come back to you, your arms are open, everything's beautiful, everything's great. If they don't, at least the other things in your life are actually receiving the attention that they actually need, if that makes sense. Cool. Awesome. I'm glad you kind of got my point. You know, you can't when they say being on their feelings about somebody else. Yeah, you can still like that person. You can still hope that the person will come back to you, but you can't forget the other aspects of life. Tina, let's check on you, Tina. Tina, is Nate wanting a serious relationship with me this time? Okay, so you got the page of Pentacles on reverse. I would say not necessarily. Um, it's not the Page of Cups, who is a page that, it's the lovey-dovey, but that does not necessarily shows like a good offer. Christina, let's see what you got, Christina. Will love clarity on my current relationship. I feel like something is off. You're very welcome, Tina. Okay, we got the star. Keep yourself hopeful, Christina. Take care of your emotions. Take care of your emotions, which is the water. But also keep yourself grounded in the situation, okay? You're very welcome. Keep yourself hopeful. Be confident. If somebody is not 100% happy with the situation, most likely, hopefully, they will come over and tell you something ain't right. Um, and if they don't tell you something is off, then you will most likely feel the situation getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until it becomes completely off. That's usually how it goes. So keep yourself grounded. Make sure you wait and see. If it starts really getting bad, then that's a different. You feel like he's lying to you. Now, I'm gonna tell you something, Christina. If you feel like he's lying to you, okay. But whose lack of if he's actually lying, whose lack of integrity is that? Is that yours or his? You doing whatever you can to keep the relationship. You doing whatever you can to stay stable. That's on them. That's not on you. That's on them. What you're gonna do? He wants to lie. If you find out something is bad, what you're gonna do? You gotta have to make an assessment. But don't don't torment yourself of something you don't have any information, concrete information. So you keep doing that to yourself, and then everything else around you is just gonna start crumbling because it's something that it's not even your lack of integrity, it's theirs. All right. I hope that helps you. Justin, does she think about me or miss me? Justin, that's the 10 of swords. When it's upright, it means it's really bad. When it's upside down, it means that the stabbing is done, the killing is done, but at the moment they're just trying to heal and take all the swords out of their backs. They're probably not worried about that. They're probably just worried about healing of whatever happened. Hold up, guys. I gotta change my camera here real quick. There you go. So my other camera is dying.